everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I am really excited to bring you this great new product for us. This is Easy Marble, and they're these wonderful liquid solvents that you can use to make all these fabulous projects. These are some cards my friend Debbie made. I can't wait to show you how to use this product, so come play with us. Hi everybody. These wonderful Easy Marble by our friend Marabu. They're wonderful solvent liquids. I had a great weekend staying home and just playing with all of these different colors. There are so many. We're going to go through a lot of these today and just show you the technique on how to use them. We're starting off with just a disposable pan of water here. The temperature is very important. You don't want it to be ice cold. You don't want it to be warm. You just want it to be slightly cooler than room temperature. Also, if you have well water, you're going to want to buy some distilled water. You can get a big gallon of it at the grocery store for about $1, and it'll last you a really long time for these projects. I'm starting off with just a disposable aluminum cake pan because I'm going to be working with paper, and if you were doing something that you needed to dip farther in, you would need something like a 5-gallon bucket or something. We'll get into that later. So let's get right to playing with these. So these colors, how do you choose the colors? There are so many colors to choose. So right now I have got some, here we go, some what I would call cool colors. And then I've also got some warm colors. Cool colors being the colors of the ocean and warm colors being the colors of fire. And you want to pair at least 2, 3, or even 4 colors when you're making your little mixture here. So I like to start with just the basics. So if you're wanting to buy a few of these to just play with, I would suggest instead of just hunting and picking the ones that you think are your most favorite colors, pick some colors that you just can't go wrong with. So I'm going to show you the really basics using both the warm and the cool colors today, and that way you can get a place to start with anyway. So the first thing you want to do is, because these are solvent, you want to mix them up really good. They do have sediment in them, and I would recommend when you're starting with your water, have your water all ready, have your colors picked out, shaken, have your caps taken off, and set your colors out so that you are ready to go. Because drying is an issue here and you want to work very quickly, you've got probably a minute to dip your items in here before you start getting sort of a skin or a skim on top of the water, and we're trying to avoid that. So first thing you're going to do is, you've got your caps off your colors and they're already shaken. The first color I'm putting on here is, what color is it? This is apple green. And it looks a little more teal to me. And you want to put quite a bit of this first color. This is your base color, all right? And what you want to do is covering the surface of your pan of water. And then you're going to put the next colors in just a little bit less. And this one here is rich green. Okay. Put a few drops of that. And then this one is azure blue. All right, so there we go. Now you can take a wooden skewer, a coffee stir stick. I like to just use a little toothpick, and what I am doing is just stirring it around. You don't want to get the water moving too much. You don't want a lot of bubbles and things like that. You're just marbling a little bit, all right? So where am I going to put this? Here we go. I got it. All right, so now we're going to take that. Now there's a couple of different ways to dip your paper. So I'm just going to start off with some white cardstock. And because I'm doing paper, I'm just going to set it right on top there, just like that. All right? And we're going to tap it down, make sure we're getting our air bubbles off. Now there's a couple of different ways. I've got all this other surface. What am I going to do with this? I can take this out, and I'm going to show you what not to do first. I'm just going to take this out just like this. And you're going to see that it's going to kind of have some strings running across that. This one actually wasn't too bad. But we've got a big glob down here. We don't want that. So I'm going to show you another way to take this out. So I'm going to set this down again. Oh no. Okay, pretend that didn't happen. Let's do it again. All right, I'm going to take this color, I'm going to lay it right down, right? And then I'm going to, you can either just take some cardstock, little scraps of it, and move the color out of the way, right? And that way you can lift this up just like that, all right? Now you see I've got some holes in that. I had an air pocket. So we're just going to call this practice, and we're going to keep going here. Right. So now we're just going to scrape off the rest of this. And I'm doing this now, you see how it's got the skin on it? Because I was talking so long and everything. So we're going to try this again. All right, so let's try the same color combination using the green first. Okay, and I've already shaken these up from before. Go. And then a little bit of the get really messy here. And a little bit of the blue. Okay, I'm doing a little more color than I did last time. I feel like I was a little conservative. All right, so now we're going to just stir. And the thing is, you don't want to overstir, because then if you do overstir, your colors just start to look muddy. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put in a couple different colors. I'm going to do white, and then I'm also going to do black. Just like that. Now, another way to do this, instead of taking the cardstock, is I can just take my finger and just move some of the color out of the way so that I can lift that up. Whoops. Amazing, right? And same colors that I did before, it's just that I went heavier on the dark. Right? And then let's do the same thing. We're going to just move the color out of the way so that we have sort of an escape route. And there's the black. Isn't that beautiful? Same colors. All right, now we're going to take what's left in here, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a tag, and here's another way. It's to submerge it. Submerge that all the way down. Lift that up. Got a lot of air holes on it. Let's try that one again. I don't know if I have enough color left. Try. Okay. Ooh, I love that marbling. All right. Now, if you don't want to waste any of your color at all, okay, and you're cleaning up, take another tag, for example, and then just do this when you're cleaning up. And I'm thinking, hey, cool, like thing to use with my mixed media. And you could stamp on it, and you could do all kinds of other things with that. So waste not, want not. All right, so let's now work with some cool colors. And I need to do a glove change here pretty quick, but we'll just go with it. All right, so here we're going to start with some orange. And I'm going to show you one other way to dip colors. So now we're working with our warm colors. I said cool before I was. And remember, we should have started this with all of these already pre-shaken and opened to save time. Right, so that was the lemon yellow. And then this one is the cherry red. Okay, I should mention also, wear gloves. First time I was playing with it, I was like, oh, I don't need to wear gloves, fine. And I started in, and I was scrubbing my fingers with the pumice stone to try to get everything off. So please wear a glove. All right, so here we go. For this one, we're going to do sort of a dipping method, and it's going to cover both sides. So you're going to go in an angle like this, like that, and we're going to go, whoops, right out the other side. Look, it covered both sides of your paper. Pretty cool, huh? Right? Another one. Let's see what it looks like with our tag. You can even do a little bit half and half. That great for stamping. Let's see what this one looks like with black. We have translucent colors and colors that are more opaque, and I find that the opaque colors work better. Yeah, that one's not so hot. So we'll try another one that has lots of opaque colors with it. Skimming off our area there, gathering up all that excess. All right, so this time let's do, I'm going to use this blue again. This one was the apple green. And we're going to do one that's on black. And let's do some white. Fine, white. Okay. And then let's put some yellow in. Let's mix our warm and cool colors. One's translucent. We do another one. My green. No. Got a little pink. And this one is rose pink. Okay, so you can tell the difference between the opaque colors that you can't see through and the translucent colors. Toothpick. Now, if I put a white cardstock on this, of course the white is not going to. So let's do this in black, in which case I'm not sure that the yellow is going to do much. We're going to do that dipping method where we do both sides. Make a path on this side. Go. Yep, the yellow really didn't do a lot. This one has a lot of air bubbles on it. What's cool about that is when those burst, I'm going to get little dots all over it. Okay, let's see what it looks like with white. Using the method where I pull cardstock method here. Go. Now that yellow showed up. So you see, it's just fun to just play, mix your color combinations, and when I come back, we're going to show you lots of different color combinations so that you can get some recipe ideas, and we're also going to show you a few more projects. So I'm going to give you some recipes, and here's one that Debbie made. This one uses the lemon color again, and this one is the rich green, and this one is dark ultramarine, so dark blue. And she put these on top of the water, and then she just laid the paper down on this one. This was the second dip, as you might say, so she actually submerged the paper like I showed you for this one and got color on both sides. But as you can see, first time through and then the second round through with the same batch, okay? So you can get a lot of different variants in your colors that way. So that's a really neat technique. Then I wanted to show you this one. This was the same colors that I was using when we opened, and that had the azure blue and the apple green, and it was the rich green, I believe. Okay, so same colors, and then I dipped a vase in it. Same colors, and I dipped this floral vase that I got some flowers in today. And what I did was, because this is a much deeper project, I used a bucket. But actually I didn't have a bucket, so I used an old plastic garbage can. And you want to leave room at the top so your water doesn't overflow when you're entering something heavy in that. You do the exact same technique, putting the colors on the top, And then I just held this and submerged it down. And you always want to go down slowly, pull it up quickly. And that's true with paper as well. And look at the colors. I'm just really pleased with how that was. You can do lots of other things, non-porous surfaces, but you want to remember that you cannot eat from things, so you can't do plates. And if you're going to do a cup or a mug, I see online that they're doing a lot of tumblers and things. You notice the rim of the tumbler is metal, and they're leaving that free of any of the product. So it's really a great project and fun to play with. Let me show you this one right here. This is one that Debbie actually used on silver linen paper, this wonderful metallic. And for this one, she used the lemon, and let me look on her little cheat sheet here, the lemon, the aqua green, and what was the last color? Oh yeah, lavender. Isn't that fun? I mean, I wouldn't have thought there was lavender in here, but that lavender is covering up that metallic right there. Beautiful, beautiful projects. Also, I wanted to show you, you can dip it on things like a frame. This is just a dollar store frame. It's black. And for this one, she used Reseda and rose pink. So here is the rose pink and the Reseda. Let me look. This one. So it's like a lime green and a pink right there. And look how spectacular that is. These are both opaque, so they just laid really well on the dark. So remember, translucent ones don't work so hot on the black. So like the lemon, that's a translucent one, but medium yellow, that's opaque. Those two, it's the difference there. All right, also another product that you can use this on is acetate. Look at that. So acetate being clear, Debbie did suggest using the heat-resistant acetate from Paper Wishes, not because you're going to heat resist it, but because it's a little firmer, it's a little more, has a little more, it's firmer. So she used for this one rose pink, aubergine. And turquoise. So here's turquoise. Aubergine. That's amethyst. Okay. Here we go. Dark, dark purple. Okay, those are the colors she used for this. Isn't that beautiful, like stained glass? And I wanted to show you, here is a project that Debbie made, not using these particular colors. And if you want the colors for this project, go ahead and click on the photo on our Webisode page that's in the photo gallery. And if you click on the photo, it'll give you the whole supply list for this. But I should mention that she used these great new cards that we have from Hunky Dory. And she actually just took some scissors and she cut the circle part out here, which left her this great window. And then she was able to go ahead and glue her acetate there and re-punch holes through here and do some ribbon on that. Amazing. That is that's a showstopper. And then also we did some, how would you use this paper, right, on cards? So if you took your paper just like this, I found it was best after I dipped this, I just left it flat, drying on a paper towel. And in about 30 minutes, it was really good to go. And that's how you got it to lay flat. If you're having some curving issues, you could then, when it's completely dry, bone dry, you could just put it under a book and then it would lay really flat. But on this particular one, once again, if you want the color combination, look in the photo gallery, click on the photo, it'll take you to the supply list. But she also used some dazzles on this. Isn't this amazing? And then she used holographic papers behind those dazzles, and this is actually the hummingbird dazzles. Beautiful. And then she added some jewel border dazzles in green, purple, and looks like aqua or teal blue there. Beautiful. It's so much fun with all these different color combinations. So if you wanted to plan ahead a little bit and there's a favorite paper pack that you had that had colors in it that you really loved, look on our website and find those easy marble colors, and then you can use them with actually adding a little bit of pattern paper in as well. Finally, we did this great, find it, I have too many goodies on my desk here. Here we go. We did this great ornament. Isn't that fun? It's that background. And there's lots of different color combinations that you could do for your ornaments. This particular one is ruby red, and then the white, ruby red, the white. This one, same, and then she added, I think she added some of the green to it as well. But the stamp set she used for this is the contemporary stamp set from Simply Made Crafts. And she used our brand new scalloped circle chipboard that are just perfect for ornaments, you guys. These also come in scalloped, but they also come in just circles, and you can layer them one on top of the other, put a circle one over the scallop, and they're just lots of fun to play with. Other things that you can make, thought about dipping buttons. So just dip some plastic buttons in there, and then she also took a white flower and dipped that in the same color combination. And for this, they were yellow buttons. She took some orange and then some of the medium yellow for this one, and then some of the white for that combination. And then here's some more flowers. Started off with white flowers again. So once again, we've got our yellow. For this one, she used that lemon yellow, which was opaque. And then also the rich green and the turquoise to get those fun shapes. So as you can see, lots and lots of fun projects to make with these. I would encourage you to check out the Money Saver on these, you guys. It's a great deal if you want to buy a larger collection of them. And I can't wait for you to see what we have coming up with metallics in a future webisode, and glitter ones. Really fun. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time.